that button, and that button. We will go live.
Um, I did not take very good notes.
Well, then this is going to be even more fun. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Chaos Order Chronicles episode 53. That's right, 53. I'm Chris. I'm your Dungeon Master, or the Dungeon Master, and I'm still just fucked up after the last session yesterday. So that's where I'm going to leave my little fun fact. And we're going to start this week with Hillary.
Hi, I'm Hillary. I play Morgan, the Sorelock. And fun fact about me is I binge watched Bridgerton, and I literally cannot think or about anything else right now. So don't ask too much of me this session. Jumping down to Katie, my fellow Bridger babe.
Yes.
Was that purple?
Well, it could be. I'm Katie. I play Sir Bourbon, the recently knighted Fallen Aasimar Paladin, although I guess still technically manservant to Lamarquis. Fun fact about me is I am pissed at them only releasing half of the new Bridgerton series. So while Hillary's excited, I'm mad. Let's go, Rob.
I'm Rob. I play Lamarquis. He of the sticky fingers. I won't say too much about
Verathok's wife.
him. What's that?
I said Verathok's wife.
Fiance. Wow, I'm drained. I don't know. I got nothing interesting to say right now.
I didn't either.
There's a new Twister movie coming out. Who's excited for that?
Hells yeah.
All right. Sam.
Hi guys, I'm Sam. I'm playing Darius, the half-orc evocation wizard / blood hunter. Really cutting loose in town after weeks on the road. Excited to see what tomorrow brings and what mysteries the group solves thereafter. I don't know. Fun fact about me. I don't know. I'm really getting into survival games these days, and I have not been able to put down Stranded Deep for like the past week. It's crazy. I'm on day 52. Ooh. Let's see. Cole, you're up.
Cole, playing Verathok, human blade singer, wizard monk. Also sticky fingered, and I'll leave it at that. No fun facts this week about me.
All right. Sam, take us away with a poorly noted recap. Sam took poor notes. I'm not saying you did, Hillary. Your notes were very good. Unless you want to take away the recap since you took really good notes. I mean, they were so good, we actually had to reference them yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As best I recall, last of the group left off. We arrived in the town of Drink. We were split up, some in the tavern, some in outside the city gates, and Zod off on his own on a mysterious mission. Let's see. Zod was going around checking various temples and places where magic tends to congregate to acquire some knowledge about some scraps of used up scroll bits. He encountered the gnome wizards, Plato and Asha, and demanded and threatened and cast old person in means of coercion to have them divined. And as a result, they were divinated to have been used by Merrick 3,000 some years ago before the Sundering, a historical event in Toral's history. Ahmed, Darius, and Bourbon had a conversation and heart-to-heart with Conalon, more about the Rod of Seven and what our next steps would be. An apology was given and accepted, and at that point in time, Le Marquis burst into the tavern with the news that the front gate was being further sieged by creatures known as Mage Rippers, to which Morgan and Varathok flew off to distract them, usurp them, lead them away from the town. Successful in that, Varathok went ahead, doubling down on the efforts, and had a long conversation with Mav that then resulted in her death, or debilitation, I suppose. And then the party rejoined at the beginning of the gates, and we went magic item shopping. Back to Plato and Asha. I didn't quite get the name of their establishment, but it was quite a lovely place once we got over the awkwardness of Zod's previous interrogation. Party acquired a good number of things and spent a fair, medium-sized fortune. Retiring later that evening into the tavern, drinks were had, more discussions, and specific attunements to various magical items ensued. A good number of the party went to bed, whereas Varathok and Le Marquis had further plans for the evening. And I believe that's everything, unless anyone else has more to add. Alright, that's where a majority of the party picks up today, the following morning.
Crickets.
I did want to just share one thing. So, in memoriam, in official notes for this game, I have officially completed one full notebook.
God damn it!
Big,
Holy crap!
a big ass notebook too.
Holy crap!
52 sessions fit into one notebook.
Holy crap! That's gonna
Of course, I started a new one.
Nice.
Wow. So we know when we get famous and she sells it off, she's the one that's gonna have gonna make all the money. That's right. I've got the original notes. All right. Yeah. So yes, we will.
It's gonna be on speed dial with the producers for our live action adaptation.
Yeah, that's right. We're all gonna be cut out. She's just gonna do it on her own. I can see it now.
Yeah.
I mean, she could write a campaign novel. She already does romance novel, so close enough.
I think Katie's the one that does romance novels. I'm the fan fiction writer.
You two can collaborate for sure. In any case, Chris, I think that's all I got. Take it away.
Campaign.
All right, so we will pick up.
Let's do a romance campaign.
You mean Baldur's Gate 4?
That's it. I quit.
I did run Valentine's campaign for you.
Is it appropriate to talk about on screen?
No, it was sweet. It was just a cute little romance campaign.
It's like, you ever play those games where it's like one of those like casual dating sims where you have all the hunky dudes that you have lined up that you get to flirt with? You know, that kind of game.
Basically how I played BG3.
Sure.
A lot of people play BG3.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of Aslan. Just saying it.
I've romanced
Will.
Will. myself.
Ooh, okay.
I like the Dami Mani.
Yep.
All right.
Chris,
Anyway,
are we
Chris,
ready to
take
play
it
some
away.
Dungeons and Dragons, or are we just going to talk about romance and everybody getting some in their D&D games? I mean,
Chris, you got to play Baldur's Gate 3. You could bang a bear.
Yeah, seriously.
or a
I
mind
could
flayer.
bang a bear. Oh hell yes! Bestiality
You
is
can bang a
okay.
bear.
Bestiality
Yeah.
in a video game. Oh, now we're getting saucy, sister. Let's do this.
Is it bestiality if it's a druid?
That's the
Yes.
confusing part.
Hmm.
That's
Yes.
that's an ethical quandary. But no, Chris, you could do a bear or you could do a mind flayer.
Mm.
Or a frog face
A
Yankee.
bilf or a sylph. That's right. Nothing like a
I
bear I'd
banged
like
the
to
gift.
fuck or a squid I'd like to fuck. I mean, come on.
And
Down for
Shadowheart.
these. Woo! Now I'm buying the game. You sold me on the once you sold me on the
A bear, yeah. Banging
bear-
a bear is what got me.
banging a bear or banging a mind flayer. Oh, dude, I'm down. That's it. Buying the game. In fact, I'm not.
Shadowheart.
In fact, I am done with D&D for the day. I will see you guys next week. I have got to go buy this game right now.
Did any of you guys sleep with the Dark Elf twins at the brothel?
Yes.
Oh, Sterling
Yeah.
wouldn't let me.
What? Oh,
I'm sad.
I'm just saying, if y'all get on Steam, we can all play together. Well, 4 people can play together.
4 of us.
I mean, I have Xbox, so you know,
I got
and the
PS5.
thing online. Is it a cross-compatible game? Anyway, D&D. Chris,
Take it away, Chris.
what's the weather like?
Are you sure you're done? Because I've tried to start like 3 times now. All right. So we're gonna pick up. Okay, now we're actually gonna start this time. Okay, cool. So we will pick up with Morgan, Bourbon, and Darius. The 3 of you went to bed. We're going to pick up with you waking up in the morning to the smells of cooking meats, coffee, the smells of breakfast that you are just familiar with. I'm going to assume that you guys are going to come down to the tap room. Unless there's anything you want to do in the privacy of your room. Before you head downstairs?
I would like to tidy up my spell components and prepare my spell list for the day. Having learned Thunderstep from Morgan the previous night, and spending the time and the gold to do so.
I want to spend a little bit of time meditating on my ring and trying to see where I should go, where the party should be going.
Does that ring give a direction or just?
Let me read the description that I wrote down. 1 second. Oh, where is it? This ring will guide the wearer to its greatest desire as long as it is worn.
And what is your greatest desire at this moment?
I think last session I said that it was to find my daughter and rescue her, or something like that.
It is putting a feeling off, or a feeling of being really far away. But you should travel east. Bourbon, would you like to be doing anything before you head down for breakfast?
Sleeping in because he has a raging headache.
All right, so you guys can do that, and making your way down into the tap room. Again, there in the morning, you see Larsh. He does have the little girl with him. She is sitting on the bar, giggling. You can see that she's got crumbs on her lap, like she's just had something to eat. You do not see any signs of Ahmed, Le Marquis, Verithon, or Zod.
Darius, you were wanting to go and speak with the mayor as well, right?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to collect a payment for civic duty. If that ends up being access to his library, so be it. Always
Well,
interested to learn new things.
you'd mentioned that you wanted to do some alchemy stuff.
Right. I have these Ripper Pad bits, but I don't necessarily have an alchemy supplies kit with me. I think, yeah, we tried to get some at the other shops, but they were it was a little late in the day. They were closed. So maybe today.
Well, why don't you go look through the shops to try to find that, and I could go look for the mayor to try to bargain our way into his laboratory/library.
Wait. Yesterday, didn't we encounter that weird knight that threatened us and like had a deal for us? It was like either be tested or die.
Oh yeah, the Pale Knight.
No, it was like
That wasn't
it
his
was
name.
the Devourer's servant who wanted to turncoat.
His first night. Yes, his
Right.
first night.
I think we owe him an answer.
We didn't talk about that. What are we gonna do about that?
I would like to take the deal and be tested of sorts. And with no offense, Bourbon, but with the three of us, I'm not sure how long we can last against something like him. And I don't see any of our other compatriots around.
I would not last very long in the state I'm in right now.
What kind of state are you in?
Head pounding, lights too bright.
Hungover. Yes.
Your first one? That's always the worst.
I have never experienced this before.
I can see why I slowed down 20 years ago. Okay.
As the three of you are standing at the bottom of the stairs from the rooms above in the tap room, Larsh, you can see Larsh takes notice and says, the three of you may want to come over here and we need to have a serious discussion. And waves you over.
I will walk over.
That doesn't bode well. I follow.
Same.
And as you get there, he looks around and says, "Where's the other two? That knight or the paladin and the fighter."
The fighter's probably off training somewhere, and the paladin.
He's got some personal things going on.
He's a wild card for sure.
Well, I would definitely advise the three of you to lay low. Seems that a couple of your friends got a little squirrely last night. And I would have to say that the two gnomes
Dang it,
who own
we've
that
warned-
magic shop down the street are not very happy with them, and I would say the gods
warned-
help those two boys when they're found.
Oh God.
We've
What do
warned
they do?
God and Ahmed time and time again. Keep the swords in their sheaths and Kenny in the ring. God
Oh, I'm
damn
not
it.
talking about those two. I'm talking about the one with the big hair and the one that's got nothing but attitude.
The big hair.
Verathok and Lamarque.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
Lamarque has
those
got
two.
he's got the big poofy wig.
Are they alive?
Well, they're definitely not in town anymore. Apparently, they made off with quite the haul from the wizard shop. And as for the three of you, since you're known associates with them, probably best to keep your head low, and if you run into the other two, to let them know as well.
Oh God. I'm gonna murder them when I find them.
How do we know that they're no longer in town?
Well, the city guard has been on the lookout for the past couple of hours now, and if those two little gnome magic users, who are quite powerful, can't locate them in town, then their chances are they're not here. Even killed their pet
There must be
their
a
little pet drake.
The Drake is dead?
Well, the gnomes have it's more for show. It's sort of a harmless creature, but excellent tracker. Apparently, when they were making their getaway, they killed their pet.
God damn it. God damn it.
I'm going to absolutely strangle them when we find them. I'm going to break their legs. They will never walk again.
Just a
Bourbon,
couple of goofy
where is
guys.
Bourbon, does Lamarque seem like the man who would follow through with something like this? Where did this insurrectious attitude come from?
The Marquis' ethical code is not exactly the same as my own.
So he's rich, entitled, so he thinks he can walk over shopkeeps?
Usually I'm there to keep him out of too much trouble.
And you
But
were predisposed and not
I
wanting
find it hard to believe he would leave me of his own volition. He must have been taken. And it is my duty to find him.
We have a very particular set of skills.
Wait, how am I getting blamed and not the ring? What is happening here?
So Verathok held Lamarque hostage and made him implicit in a crime. Is that your understanding?
It is the only explanation.
So obviously above table we're not there, but it was his idea.
I don't know about that.
Motherfucker stood behind me in the shop like, hey, we could just steal that shit later anyway. Don't worry about it.
I was in the room while
Oh
you guys
my
were
God.
playing, so I did hear what
You
happened.
didn't hear all of it.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of the
Straight up
situation,
murder.
I'm going to inform you that the three of you should probably lay low. And like I said, when your other two companions come down from their rooms, since they haven't come down yet, you best advise them as well.
Larsh, are there any other inns or taverns or less attractive places we could stay at in town? Because we checked in at the gate and the guards know we were likely coming here. And if they're looking for us, I'd like to be somewhere else.
Well, were the three of you involved in what they decided to do?
No. Doesn't feel like a good day for interrogations, though.
Make a performance check for me, please.
We weren't involved.
Make performance checks. He's looking at you sort of skeptical.
I don't have any modifiers, so this is a Hail Mary. 15.
He-
17.
Ooh, not bad.
he believes you and says, "Well, I don't let anyone know who's staying in the rooms above."
I see. So
now,
I take it
when
we can-
if you were to leave the tavern or the inn, you are on your own. And should you be witnessed coming back in here, well, then I can definitely not stop that. But
right,
as for now,
right.
your secret is safe with me.
Well, so much for going and seeing the mayor.
Oh, I would definitely not go down that route right now.
So are we just supposed to enjoy meals and I don't know, settle up for another day of drinking?
I think we should probably just leave town. I mean, we don't. Is there anything we're trying to accomplish here now?
Not necessarily. Anything we would do at other locations would just cost the group more money.
We should head back to that other town, especially since Mab is dead, and we should probably check that out.
Oh, hold on. This was the town.
No. I'm talking about the town where we had all of those items commissioned.
Oh, back to Brinchander in.
And we had to go there anyways because that's where. I mean, I'm betting that's where Zod's going to go because that's where his Mima is.
Fair.
Yeah,
Chris,
Veritak's dog is just sitting next to you guys.
Oh, hi, dog. I'll feed him some bacon strips. Chris, how far away is Brinchander from the town of Drink?
A couple of days.
Really?
I do believe it was a day and a half's trip.
Well, it was a
It's been a while.
day and a half here from the portal that got us here, and the exit of that portal on Toril was in the mountain range outside of Morgan's home. So Morgan's hometown village, how far is that from Vinchander?
What was that, 3 or 4 days?
Alright, so we're like 5 days out.
It's some serious travel time.
5 days out.
We have to
but
find
all
the
of
meat. We have
you-
to release the
All of
Mima.
you make a. I'm just gonna let you guys know. That knight did tell you he was coming back in the morning. He wanted an answer in the morning.
You guys got this.
Yeah. Thief.
Well, he can sit down and have breakfast with us and ask his questions. I'm not going outside. Not yet. It's only 9 in the morning. Rabon needs his coffee.
Damn, you guys slept in.
Pickle juice. It'll help with the hangover.
Well, you're not here to tell me that, are you?
That's true. You wouldn't get.
Rabon, maybe try some pickle juice. The vinegar is supposed to be hydrating.
If you say so. Although, I would prefer to be addressed as Sir now.
Sir Bourbon, my mistake. Congratulations
Oh, hell
again.
Yes.
Congratulations. Once more.
Oui, merci, merci.
You think I could get a title? Archmage Darius.
If you like.
I can only cast up to 3rd level spells. It's not, it's a little arrogant to call yourself Arch anything.
I'm gonna pull Bourbon aside a little bit and just say, and this is, I say this from a place of kindness. not judgment. As you've now joined the upper class, it is crass to instruct others on how to address you. I only say this because I don't want you to start off on the wrong foot in this journey.
Madam, how do you suggest I approach this change of title to ensure that people do address me according to my rank?
For those who have known you previously, I would say just let it happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the future, introduce yourself as Sir Bourbon.
Mm-hmm. I will take this advice to heart.
I only want what's best for you.
And
I'm
here
being
we
genuine.
go with the start of the romance novel. Right.
You know what I've seen in a fair number of books that a lot of knights have. They have not so much robes, but like those clasped cloaks that cover their shoulders.
Bourbon wears a cloak, but it is singed and faintly smoking all the time.
We should get you a new cloak, Bourbon.
That's not a noble look.
Something regal, bright red or purple. Maybe blue is more your style.
I would look good in blue.
It should match the color of your eyes.
What color are Bourbon's eyes?
White.
A white cloak is very knightly.
And we have prestidigitation, so we can always keep it in good, fashionable order for you.
Wow. I'm gonna look so good.
If I were to do that consistently, that would make me your manservant, I suppose.
Oh, no, sir, please.
You would only need to ask.
Lars looks at the three of you and says, well, do you want anything to eat or drink?
Yes.
I mean, you are just standing here crowding up the bar.
Oh, fine.
Do you have a hangover remedy on hand?
Why, of course. And he reaches down and he pulls up a wooden mug and he fills the pitcher. And it's a large mug with water.
Thanks.
Have a couple of rounds of that, and you'll feel right as rain in maybe an hour or so. That, and of course, maybe a big fat plate of eggs.
I'll take the hair of the dog, a pint of the dwarven ale.
And he reaches up and he turns around, and he grabs it and sets it down.
Do you have avocado toast?
You see how they're not even worried about us, Lay Marquis?
You know what?
Why would you be worried? Your AC is 29.
I don't think that they're much less worried about you. I think they're more or less like wondering when they're going to find you and kill you.
Right? We're missing, and the first thing that Morgan has to say is, I'm going to kill them. As if we did something wrong.
Yeah, right?
No. You're not missing. You're on the run. There's a huge...
You don't know that.
Huge difference.
Lars literally just told us that you guys were run out of town.
Lars is a liar.
We could be dead in a ditch.
Telling a lie.
I truly believe that you were taken. You would never abandon me like that, right?
He did not respond.
Your silence speaks volumes.
I was about to say the crickets just really made that awful. But Morgan, yes, he does have. I can get you some avocado toast.
I'll take some avocado toast and a pot of tea. We're going to be sitting over by the table by the window, the front window, please.
All right, I'll have it brought right out when you're. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to go sit up and I'm going to post up so I can have the best view looking out the window for when somebody might approach.
And it takes just a few minutes. You see, looking out the window, that same familiar knight that you saw the night before make his way to the door and walks in and looks over at the three of you, makes his way over and stands there.
I'm going to slide a cup of tea in front of him and ask him to have a seat.
He sits down.
Good morning. I don't think we got your name yesterday.
You never asked.
Well, I'm Darius. It's interesting to make your acquaintance.
For now.
I'm Morgan.
And you?
Suburban. With a deep bow.
Very good.
What is your name, sir?
For now, you can call me the First Sword.
First Sword. How do you take your tea?
He reaches down and he grabs the cup, and you see him lift it up. And as he opens his visor, you don't see anything behind it. And you watch him, the tea disappear into nothingness.
No milk or sugar, I see. Very well.
This guy's made of void.
It's been
Great.
a long time since I tasted anything.
Did you taste that?
No.
Well, thank you for the courtesy of having the tea.
Do you need, like, sustenance or nutrients at all in that form?
In my position, I do not.
But if your boss is named the Devourer, shouldn't his followers retain the ability to taste things? That seems like like the end of the shortest stick in all the realms. I'm sorry.
I smack you on the arm. Shut up.
What?
At this moment, it seems that you are on the shortest stick. I want an answer.
You find us.
Are you
Refresh our
strong
memory.
enough to free me, or do I just kill you?
Well, probably not the latter.
We are somewhat at a disadvantage at the moment.
Yes,
Two
it
of our
seems that
party members
two
have
of you
proven.
have slipped through my fingers. The other two are sleeping. I will gather them.
Well,
What steps must be taken in order to free you?
Should you prove to get through my gauntlet, then you'll be strong enough to do what needs to be done. And if you're not, then my master's will is done.
Excuse me. I like the sound of a gauntlet. It's better than a fight here in the bar. Sir Bourbon, Morgan.
Yes.
I'm starting to feel better with this water and egg remedy, so let us gauntlet.
Did you put like the eggs into the water?
It's just a slurry in a mug.
Oh, that
it's a
sounds so gross.
It's
That
a
is
medieval protein shake.
even the knights like don't do that. Just
It's
don't
stir,
fucking do that.
not shake.
That's so fucking
I
gross.
feel better.
It's been 10,000 years, and even I know not to do that.
That's right. As you go to do that, the knight just slaps the egg plate away, and he's like, "That's fucking gross. No, you will not do that."
To answer your question, we formally choose gauntlet, please.
Then you have 1 hour to prepare. I will await you here.
Yay.
Cool. Morgan, did we pick up any healing potions yesterday?
I don't believe we picked up any healing potions. However, I do have 8 of my greater healing potion blood infused
And
things.
Can I get 2 of those?
Yes. Here's the info on those, and I will remove 2 from my inventory.
Okay.
Y'all could have taken him.
What was that?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, probably, but where's the fun in that?
Killing him? That's the fun of it.
Right. What?
We need a coat of arms for you. Now that you're a knight. House
Allegedly.
Lord. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bourbon, what do your hit points look like?
I mean, you guys got a long rest.
Yeah, I'm at full health, but do you want to know, like...
Yeah.
76?
Okay. I was gonna offer you my ring of temporal salvation, but no, that's okay.
And as are the 3 of you just sitting at the table having this conversation in front of him?
I assume. We're just talking about potions and stuff, right?
All right. So as the 3 of you start talking, the knight stands up, walks away from the table, and starts walking upstairs.
Rude. He didn't even thank us for the tea. Poor manners.
We're so lucky to have you here to correct our etiquette.
Right? He didn't even
God
wipe
knows I spent enough time with tutors.
He didn't even use his napkin. So,
And he calls himself a knight.
so uncouth. Where's his horse?
What?
Oh,
Knights, you typically have horses, don't they? Mounts?
Knights have horses. I'm making a note of that.
And they also need to carry official documentation of their knighthood, just so you're aware.
Right. Make sure when we find Le Marquet, he drafts that up for you. And you get it imprinted, you get it stamped by the
Notary.
Emperor.
This lie is just
By the
getting
Emperor.
bigger and bigger and bigger and
What do you
bigger.
lie? It'll seem legitimate. It is legitimate.
It'll seem legitimate.
What are you talking about?
Oh, this is
Like-
so sketchy.
Like all noble birthrights, it seems legitimate.
I mean, yeah, it's all made up anyway.
All right. Would the three of you like to? Is there anything else you would like to do in the hour you have, or the hour that he's given you?
I feel I'm good.
Yeah, I got everything I need, I think.
So I have my broom. I could conjure a horse so that one of us could move more quickly. I could cast a tiny hut for us outside so that we can retreat during the fight if we need to.
Oh, you guys
Well,
are
I
gonna
think
fight him?
we're not gonna fight him. He's gonna test us some other way. I think we're going to.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a fight. Okay.
I'm sure we're
Yeah,
probably
more
fighting.
specific.
I'm sure we're going to be fighting something, but
A fight could
I don't
be
think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be here. I think he's going to like demi-plane us or something. But as far as transportation goes, I'm good. That's
Should we maybe go outside? Should we maybe take this hour then to walk outside the gates and see if we can find Verathok and Le Marquis?
I think we should look for clues.
That's
I
what
mean,
you
we
guys
only have an
want to
hour,
do.
but if I decide that my greatest desire is to find Verathok, can the ring guide me there?
Sure. Well, if that's what you want to do, then I have a description for you.
Yes.
It as your greatest desire is you make your greatest desire finding Verathok. Like imagine looking at a compass that has gone completely fucking crazy. This thing is like it's almost overwhelming. It wants you to go left, right, straight, up, down, turn around. I mean, this thing is just all over the place. It's just it almost like I said, if it were a compass, it would be whirring like a helicopter blade.
Oh, that's not helpful. Is it the same when I think of Le Marquis?
Yes.
Well,
gonna,
my new ring is useless, so I think we're going to have to physically go look for them.
I think we go deal with this gauntlet and trust them to make wise choices.
That is an unwise choice when it comes to
Agreed.
Marquis.
Well, would you rather leave the city and stand up this entity waiting on us?
Did he tell us to meet him in a specific place?
Upstairs in an hour.
he didn't say that at all.
In 40 minutes.
I don't think he told us to go to meet him anywhere specific.
He said he'd be waiting. He said he'd be waiting here for us to prepare, and then he walked upstairs.
To wake up the other two.
And a moment later, you see the knight walking down the stairs, dragging Ahmed and Zod, both clearly unconscious, dragging them like useless sacks of potatoes. Like there's no grace in it at all, just dragging them behind him.
First night, if we went to go look for our other friends, would you be willing to meet us outside the city gates?
I will find you.
Threatening, but appreciated. Thank you.
What have you done to our friends?
Why, they were sleeping, so I just lengthened their sleep for a little while.
Uh-huh.
Chris, can I
Should you
make an
wish...
insight check? Do they really seem asleep or like unconscious and in death saving throws?
As you're looking at him, he says, would you care to put your hand under their mouth to see if they're breathing?
I'll just walk up and do spare the dying on both of them just in case.
They're not at all hurt. They were just knocked out while they were sleeping. Just
Okay.
non-lethal blow. Just they were put to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
They'll wake up in a period of time. Probably with a very very rung bell, but they'll be all right.
Sir, would it be possible for you to extend the time a little bit so we could find our friends?
You have 45 minutes.
Good luck.
So we have to complete this alone.
I'd be so impressed.
What the fuck are you guys?
Let's see. They have the carpet.
Did we get a sense of like their
They
last
have
known
the carpet.
location?
I'm going to say you took away from the conversation with Lars that they were chased out of town, and the last that they disappeared after killing the pet just down the street or just down the road outside of town. Actually, no, it would have been in the forest. So yeah.
Do either of you have a spell that would allow you to like seek something, to locate something?
I know which spells you're talking about, but I do not know them.
Maybe the gnomes could sell you a scroll.
Shut up, you thief.
Did that pigeon just speak common?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Losing it in my old age.
Well, since you seem to not want to go find the two morons, what do you suggest we do then?
I suggest we go ahead and get this gauntlet of the first swords underway, accomplish it, and then perhaps seek his favor in collecting our friends and moving back home, closer to our kids, where you belong.
That was manipulative, but
Well, where I belong as well. All right, I don't much like it here.
I will help you both accomplish this.
Okay, well, let's go then. Do we want to do this in the tavern, or do we want to go find somewhere else to do this gauntlet?
Pretty sure we'll be fine here.
He said he would find us.
All right.
I mean, well, if you didn't leave, he hasn't left either. He's just dragged the unconscious Ahmed and Zod over to the table. And Lars looks but doesn't question anything. Like it almost seems like he's like, I'm not getting involved in this shit. Like whatever that is.
I'm just going to pull out my book on the lineage of the first five and continue reading.
Bourbon will take out his flute. Although it sounds so sad without the Marquis to accompany.
You're soloist now.
All right. So, as you do that, all seemingly prepared, he drags the figures over, drops one on each side of the chair that he was sitting at, and sits at the table again. And he reaches down and into a pouch, and he pulls out a coin, and he puts it on the backs of Ahmed and Zod, and pulls out 3 others and sets them on the table. take these and let the game begin. I will find your friends. We have unfinished business.
If they get hurt, I won't be too upset.
Well, that hurt.
Damn.
He's gonna shed a single tear.
From wherever he is.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that here in just a couple of minutes, but
Darius will reach out and clasp the coin.
Yeah, Bourbon will too.
Same.
as Morgan, you're the last to grab the coin. You feel it as Morgan grabs it and holds it in her hand. Bourbon and Darius and Morgan, all three of you can feel the coin gets warm in your hand. And looking down at it, in the blink, in just the blink of an eye, you are no longer in the tavern. Map change. Map change. Is that the right map? Nope, that's not the right map. That's the right map. Boom. Yeah. In the blink of an eye, you are no longer in the tavern. Do I have everybody's there? That should be there anyway. And you're in cells.
Should have killed him.
You guys should be able to see on the map. You are in locked cells. There is a small desk in the middle of this. Looks like a cell block. You see yeah, and you can hear.
Now the game begins. When this is finished, should you survive, it will be as if a mere hour has passed. Should you die, the world goes on.
Not for very long.
And now that my voice is back to normal, all three of you, your magic items are not functioning, and you have no magic. Looking down at the floor, you see small runes and sigils everywhere.
For the first 24 hours, you must suffer alone.
And
Okay.
you hear a door that you can't see clink shut, and water starts dripping from above. It is ice cold water.
I suppose we're not meant to escape, since we're supposed to be suffering.
I'm gonna try anyway. I got a crowbar. Can I try to jam my cell door open?
Sure, go ahead and give me a strength check on that. Or athletics. You're not able to pry the door open.
Um,
I'm going to say you all realize at this point that the water is cold enough to keep you from resting. You can clearly tell that this is some sort of weird torture or obscene torture.
And it's just dripping like right over our heads.
Yeah, it's dripping down, getting you wet.
If we were to leave the cell, do we think it would continue to drip down on us?
The cells are locked.
Right, but if we were to leave the cells, would that dripping sensation like follow us?
Yeah, is it only in the cells or is it like?
It looks like it's only in the cells.
Okay. Can I try and bash the lock of my cell with my Morningstar?
The lock is on the outside of the door. You're in a jail cell, a prison cell.
Then I'll reach through the bars and bash down on it.
You're not able. The bars are not wide enough for you to get your Morningstar through it. And we're going to leave you guys right there for just a moment. We're going to jump over to Rob and Cole, when we last left off with the pair of you, had jumped through a portal.
God damn it.
What you see as you step through, as you jump through, is a massive and sprawling city ahead of you or in front of you. I mean, it is massive. It is in the clouds. Looking up, you see, it almost looks like what you see is, it looks like open portals with water running out down into streams and onto a mountain, and it seems to be feeding a waterway into this massive city. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of it's a weird light. It's not sunlight. It's something else. And walking past you is a little bit of everything. You actually see a Yeti walking past, talking to a goblin. You see a bugbear and a human, dwarves, and what strangely looks like a hippo, a bipedal hippo walking. You see Leonin, a menagerie of just about every creature or race you can think of walking around, even little mechanical clockwork machinations just walking by. And it is huge. And you're walking down you're on this path that's just a few hundred yards from the main gate.
So are all the items still glowing and shit?
Oh yeah, they are beaming like Christmas trees.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
What did you guys do?
We had a guy's night. Mind your own business.
I would say both of you can clearly tell that this is someplace you've never been, and you have no idea where the fuck you are.
Huh. Well, would
cannot get us here.
Yeah, they can't follow us here. That is true. Wait, you don't think that they can hop planes either, do you?
That would be very powerful magic, and it would be shocking to me that a smaller town like Drink would have such powerful wizards.
It is true. They probably would have just came already too, huh?
That said, we should probably find a way to remove the glow from the magic items we have.
Well, over the course of like fucking 2 weeks, I could do that.
How long? Yeah, what spell would that be? That would be.
Dispel magic, but I can use it 3 times per day. And it sounds like there's probably 2 different spells on each item that I would have to get rid of.
Are we in a directly populated area, Chris, of this new city, or are we like on the like the fringe?
You're on the road leading into the city, and it is very heavily populated. There's a lot of traffic.
Like people walking past us and shit
Yep,
right now?
people are coming and going. Yep.
Is anybody paying us any attention?
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, perfect. Maybe they don't know the glow means stolen here.
Don't use the S word. Borrowed. Indefinitely borrowed.
I like that better.
I'm a practice hand at these things. But that said, we should probably get back to our friends. Or at least send word to them that we are okay. I know they're very concerned.
Well, we should probably head into the city then to see if we can either find a way back or find someone that can either message them or remove these magical effects that we don't want or anything.
I want to stop just a random passerby and just ask them about what the name of the town is. I'm gonna grab the least imposing person who looks like they're traveling into the city.
Okay. It is it's an elf, but she is more radiant than any elf you've ever seen. Bright red hair. Her skin is a little more luminescent in a way. Her eyes are just it's like looking into an all new universe. I'm just why you're heading into the city of Sigil.
Y'all fucked up.
Why this is the center of the universe. How did you
We
get
belong
here
here.
without
We knew that.
knowing where you are?
We're testing you. I want to see if the name Sigil means anything to you, Verithox. Just run that by you.
I'm assuming that's a no. I heard somebody yell, "Babe."
Alright, sorry. Well, I missed the last 15 seconds of conversation. My bad.
I turned back to you to ask you if the word, the name of the town Sigil means anything to you.
Well, I mean,
Make a history check.
yeah, okay.
You sound so bummed. Yeah, okay.
I was about to just start making some shit up.
You don't have to make
I mean, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I don't care.
A 12.
Shepherd's here.
You've never heard of this before.
She said
Yeah,
the
so
center of the universe.
it's obviously, like she said, the center of the universe, and the center of the plane of order. Keeping everything intact.
Huh. Perhaps, fair elf, you know ways that we might shift to other planes from here.
Why? Of course, the city of Sigil has portals that lead everywhere. Could lead to a closet on Kryn. Could lead to a farm on Oberith. Could take you. There's a doorway to lead almost anywhere here. She's looking at you questioningly. Like, how do you not know this? Coming here.
Mind your own business. Shut the fuck up.
Are we not allowed to be here?
Why, I'm not saying that, but most people come here because they have traveled here. I grew up here, but it is very strange for people to be this close to the city and not know where they are or even what this place is.
We're lost explorers. We were in a dungeon, and there was a portal that opened up, and we ended up here.
Oh, well. Then I wish you all the luck in finding the right doorway home.
Perhaps some alms for poor travelers for ourselves, if you have any cash to spare. I'm gonna roll persuasion on that. I'm gonna ask for a handout from this guy.
We are
She
very
doesn't look
broke.
like she has any money.
I still ask.
Okay.
I want her to part with her shit.
Gross.
No!
She looks at you and says, I think you're doing rather well, sir. And turns and starts making her way, continuing her way towards the city.
All right, Veritok, we should probably find one of these portals back. See if we can.
Well, let's not get crazy first. We need to figure out how to get rid of this glow, get the tracking spell off of these items, and we should probably take a nap because I don't know about you, but I have used all of my magical abilities.
My bardic inspiration slots are down to bingo.
All of them.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to you guys?
Dude, it was a wild night.
We were doing dope
Veritok
shit, all
Worthy
right?
of leg breaking.
Veritok hardly ever uses magic, so for you to be out of everything,
We were doing some magic shit. Cat burglars. Da-na-na-na.
With the world's loudest and dumbest cat. Just
but
didn't
was
work.
Listen,
Was it
kid,
worth it?
crime is cool. Be cool, do drugs, do crime.
Nice.
was it
That's
worth
right.
it though?
I mean,
that's our
actually,
more you
yeah,
know.
some of the items I've identified thus far are actually pretty badass.
I'm pissed.
It is clear that Dare did not work on you.
I think Dare did the opposite of what they wanted it to do.
Yeah,
for
right.
Says the woman
Didn't they
who's
change it to
raping on
grade?
live.
All
Says
Yeah,
the
they
right.
woman
actually
who's
found out
raping
to
on a
do it
live
was
stream.
driving kids to drugs.
They changed it to grade because dare sound like, okay, just go ahead and, yeah.
yeah.
I was the kid that got asked to write the essay for the speech at the end of Dare. I was like, I'm never gonna do drugs.
I was like, that shit sounds interesting as fuck.
Yeah, right? Now I want to do it.
Don't tell me what to do. And a 10-year-old goes and does meth.
Pot is a gateway drug. Yeah, it sure was. It was a gateway to a fun time, motherfucker. That's right. Anyway. All right. So back to the game, and
Yeah, there goes our there
we're-
goes Twitch's turns in service.
That's right. We're done. That's
Goes-
it.
There goes our money.
That's it. We were
Cancel,
for
cancel
the non-monetization we've gotten. Yeah, we're not going to be monetized now.
Oh, Lay Marquis.
I'm pretty sure like 10 other conversations that we've had previously.
Oh yeah.
Lay Marquis, I just thought of something.
Hit me with it.
I still have those two dragon scales. And in the shop, they said at the right place in a big enough town, they could be worth like 10,000 gold apiece, basically. This is a big ass town. It's the center of the universe. I mean,
It's very curious how you happen to know so much about this town you've never been to.
I'm just like super smart like that. You know, I just know a lot of stuff about a lot of different things.
All right. So
I just am bad at talking, so people think I'm dumb.
No, we deduce that on your actions.
I mean, I'm in a different reality with a bunch of magical shit. Who's smart now? You're stuck in a cell. Who's Who's really in the bad spot here?
Ouch. Who's to say you're not going to end up there with them?
I mean, that's a possibility.
I mean, you are
We're
wanted.
very fast.
Oh, yeah. How, it's funny as the criminals are running free and the 3 innocents are now in cells. That's pretty fucked up. Karma's going to be big.
Really makes you think about your choices.
That's right.
So what are you guys doing?
Crime pays, baby.
All right, so we're gonna jump back to the other to Darius, Morgan, and Bourbon in their cells while we leave the knuckleheads on the side of the road resting, I guess, and having their own private conversation. Which
Well, we'd have been making our way into the city.
so you were gonna
Can I?
Okay, we're gonna leave. We'll say you guys were making your way.
That's really up. Yeah, walking into the city.
All right, so Morgan, Darius, and Bourbon. You are in cells. You can clearly see between the group of you can see Ahmed and Zod slumped up against the walls of their cells. I'm going to say that you're able to notice that their chests are rising and lowering. They're breathing and just getting wet. They're clearly knocked out.
I would like to do an investigation check to see if I can identify anything on the desk that could help us escape, like a set of keys or something.
Make an investigation check for me. You can't make out what's on.
Wait, hold on. Before you give me the outcome, you said my magic doesn't work, but do my innate features and traits still work?
If it's non-magical, yes. If it's magical, no. I'm going to say that you can clearly tell that you are in an anti-magic field. Whatever is on the ground has made this area pretty much magic nullifying.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess never mind then.
Oh, I would like to take out the 13 magic gripper suction pads and toss them onto the sigils on the ground to potentially try and absorb up the anti-magic field.
Doesn't work. They slap on the ground.
Bullshit.
Some bullshit. Can I continue to try with my crowbar?
Sure. Make another strength check. At this point, I'm going to say you're still not. Yeah, I mean you can see you're denting it a little bit, but you're not. It's not enough. It has now been 2 hours. You guys are wet, cold, and uncomfortable. At this point, you realize that if you're in here for 24 hours, it's going to be a very long, uncomfortable 24 hours, and you will suffer exhaustion.
Can I huddle under my shield to prevent being dripped on?
The water is pooling up around your feet, on your boots.
Oh.
It's making your feet wet.
I have my broom. Well, no, because I would still get dripped on.
Yeah.
What
do I have?
Lehman's tiny hut. No drips.
Wow, Shepard! Holy crap, he snuck in here. I didn't even see that. Holy crap.
Yeah, sorry. In between cases, thought I'd eavesdrop a bit.
Oh, are you able to jump in for a few minutes?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're in a
non-magic field area.
So Shepard, you're jumping in. As Zod, you start to come to. Just you realize you either got really drunk or someone fucking hammered your head really hard. Waking up, you are in a cell. It is wet, very cold, and all of your magic items are not working.
Oh, okay. The last thing Zod remembers is he was chasing women with giant butts in the bar. So he was looking for a giant badonkadonk to take home, and now he's in a cell. Can you see anyone else?
You do. You see Bourbon, Morgan, and Darius. Or you can hear Bourbon and Darius. You can see Morgan. You can see the two dogs are in a cell on their own. And Ahmed, who is knocked out, slumped in a cell. There is
Okay.
no signs of Le Marquet or Verathok. As you come
And
to,
and no magic's working.
there is no magic working.
Okay. What about racial traits and abilities?
If it's non-magical, yes. If it's magical, no.
So Raven Step,
Would not work.
not work. Okay. So then I'll just kind of shout out, guys, what happened? Why are we stuck in here? Are we all present? Everyone okay?
Nice of you to join us.
Oh,
Damn!
that was good.
Damn, he wasn't, dude. He got knocked out. It wasn't like he was like,
Knocked out
I
dead.
overslept and whatever. It was like, dude, he got straight knocked out, and you're just like, wow, all right, cool.
Guys, none of my shit's working. Why are we in jail?
The first night of whoever brought us here.
The Devourer's servant offered us a choice to either fight to the death or be tested. This is part of his test.
Oh, okay. So how are we getting out of here?
So I have 50 feet of rope. What if I tried to like lasso the desk and pull it over so we could look through for a set of keys or something?
I mean, you can try that if you want. Sure.
How well do these cells look? Can Zod like Kool-Aid Man through the wall or through like the bars? Like, is this something I can strike my way through, or is this?
No, this is
Like a
like,
well-
dude, you're in a solid lockup.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a 17, I couldn't strike my way out, so you probably got to do better than that.
Okay. So
Like, I don't
Are
know
we
if
in
any
an
of you
actual
guys have ever
prison?
been to jail, like, but the cells are pretty fucking hard to get out of. The
No,
movies
sure they
make
are,
it look
but-
easy, but real jail is no fucking joke.
right, I guess that's what Zod was trying to figure out. Is he in a real jail, or is this like a makeshift holding place in someone's basement?
It clearly looks like a real jail.
All right. All right. Have you guys spoken to anyone? Anyone come down and see us here?
We haven't seen anybody.
Not yet.
Well, the first night did tell us that for the first 24 hours we have to suffer. So that's why we have the water dripping on us.
Okay.
And
Okay,
like
so-
I said before, that should you be stuck in those cells for 24 hours, you will not sleep, and it will result in a point of exhaustion.
Right.
I don't think it will on me, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I have undead essence. So I have no more aging, and I don't require air, food, water, or sleep.
Ooh,
So I'm going to be fine regardless.
Insane.
that's fun. I like it. Okay, so then Zod's gonna just start slamming the bars, like like a cup on the bar, start making lots of noise. He'll start rattling his helmet off the bars to try to make a lot of noise to try to get someone's attention.
Okay. That goes on and on and on for the rest of you. There's no response, but all of you can hear the clinging on the bars and
So how would I go about trying to see if this lasso idea would work?
how would we roll that up?
Or I can throw my rope to somebody else who might be better at kind of an athletics check.
How would that, how would
I have
that
a grappling hook, if that would make it easier.
wow.
Or
Okay.
maybe like a dex or a athletics thing.
I would say athletics to see if you're able to. We'll say over a
And
period. What are you guys trying to use to do this? I'll let you guys.
I have
You
50
guys
feet
have
of rope.
20 22 more hours, 21 more hours. It has now been 3 hours. It is dripping. It's cold.
That sounds terrible.
Wow, coming from the two assholes.
Where is Bourbon? And you're pretty much directly across from me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hold one end of the rope, and I'm going to try to start throwing the rope to you so that you could be strong enough to pull the desk.
Okay.
All right, it takes we'll say it takes about an hour, but you're able to finagle the rope around enough, and pull the desk to Bourbon. Is that what we're doing?
I can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have the desk in front of you.
All right, I'll look for keys or anything that might free us.
There are no keys, and you see on a piece of paper as you bring it in, it was completely dry. As you're reading it, the water is dripping on it, and it says, "Cleverness is what's needed. But for now, sit tight."
If only Bourbon could read.
Bourbon, I think I'm right next to you. Did you find something interesting?
We try to read this, and I'll pass it over.
It's written in common. You can't
I
read
read it
at all,
aloud.
period?
Yeah, but Darius was going to teach me to read.
Oh, that's right.
This is a good chance. This is a good lesson, Bourbon. It basically says we have to stay in here. We're pretty screwed. But it's congratulating you on being clever.
Is it really?
Yes.
My shirt don't break.
Okay. Should I try it?
Try it.
Have any of you seen the movie Shanghai Noon?
With
I know exactly what you're
Owen
talking
Wilson
about.
and the. Are you gonna try to Jackie Chan out of the bars?
Yes. I don't even pee on it because we have water.
Wet shirt not break.
Wet shirt not break.
Fucking DM.
Okay.
Darius resigns himself
You
to
know
the
what?
cell.
Is that your roll to 17?
That was my last strength check, but I could do another one if you need.
I'm gonna say okay, so what are you using?
I'll use my cloak. I'll just take it off or rip it into a strip.
Oh yes, with the P and the twisting thing.
Okay. Sure, why not? How would I roll that up? How would I even ask you to roll that?
I mean, what's the strength of the bars versus the strength of me twisting it?
Versus the strength of the thing you're using.
You could always, since it's using that, do like advantage plus an extra bonus or something.
Make a strength check with advantage. Why not? Or athletics.
23?
You're able to bend the bars a good amount.
Ooh.
But not enough to fit yourself through.
Not enough to squeeze through. Yeah, I'm pretty big, honestly. I'm kind of the worst person to squeeze through bars.
Yeah, you're able to
But you could try to break the lock.
That's true. Can I reach the lock from the opening that I've made?
I mean, you're able to look down and see that it's just a keyhole, like old school traditional jails.
Would
It's
like
not
a
really
hairpin
anything
work on it?
It's not really anything you could break
Okay.
per se, but I mean, at this point, you could probably get your arm down there and do something if you were to.
Okay, so with
You
a
could
set of
try to
thieves tools.
if you could jam something in there, you could do something like that.
I have
but
my cook's utensils. Maybe maybe I have something in there that's small enough, like a little. I don't know. I don't know what comes with the cook's utensils.
Ooh, a little shrimp fork.
I have a climbing kit that has pitons in it. Can I smash the lock with pitons? Like try to pick it with my piton and try to break the lock?
there is no lock mechanism on the inside of the cell.
Like I can't reach around to the lock side.
You can't.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
can
can't
throw.
reach. You
I
can't
can
reach
throw
your
piton.
hands. You can't reach your hands through the bars or your arms through the bars.
Can I throw a piton to Bourbon so she can try to use the piton? Or he can try to use the piton, sorry?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll try.
are we right next to each
At
other?
this point now, it's been another hour. All of you are soaking wet and cold.
So I have 10 pitons. I imagine I threw all 10 and finally one got to him, and we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, what should I roll for that? Since
That'd be sleight of hand, but probably with disadvantage.
Yeah, I would say with disadvantage.
well, you're not great at that.
You're just banging, and I mean you can clearly tell you're not gonna get anywhere fast with that.
She
I
can't
mean,
even find the hole.
neither one of the rolls were high enough. So
How about a dagger? Would a dagger fit in the keyhole?
I mean, it probably would, but you're more than welcome to try what you want.
I'm going to very, very gingerly toss a dagger to Bourbon.
We're just gonna keep trying.
Make a dexterity check for me, Bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, Bourbon. Okay. I was like, oh god, not me. Please, not me.
Check for a save. Since I'm catching it.
Save.
I'm better at that.
Yeah, you're able to as she tosses the blade over, you're able to and catch it with your hand, without hurting yourself.
Nice. All right, I'll jam that in there.
Brabon, counterbalance it with this.
That's what he said.
Counterbalance it with this, and I'll hand you a slender crossbow bolt.
Wow. I have a... Should I do some more sleight of hands?
Yes, with disadvantage. Using a dagger, are you just using the dagger, or are you using?
Oh. Whatever I've been told to do, I'm gonna try because I've never picked a lock in my life.
Yeah, you can feel it tumbling around in there, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
I can throw you another dagger as well. See if that one works.
At this point, we're just gonna say each check is an hour. So you've now been in there for 5 hours. You are all at this point. You can all tell that it's about to get really rough.
We made some progress when you were trying to bend the bars. Do you want to try to keep bending them for 4 hours longer and see if you can get it?
It seems to be the only thing I'm good at.
Are
you able to tie a rope so Zod can pull on a bar with a rope tied to it to try to help you bend it? Is there a way that Zod can assist you?
I mean, I do have rope.
So do I. I have 150 feet of rope between my two packs. So if they didn't take all of our stuff, we got rope. We can make an obstacle course from this place if we want to do a pulling system or something.
Okay, maybe we can get Darius to do it on the other side too.
If we can kind of use leverage and a fulcrum or something to try to focus on your bars just to see if we can't pop them. And if we can get it so that the rope is movable, we can all assist you in with a pulley system kind of idea.
Zod, I trust you. I trust your knowledge in these facts. Go ahead.
I have I have my immovable rod I can use as a lever.
But will that still work though?
Yeah, is it magic?
No,
Yeah.
but it's a magic item. Like it's made of mithril or adamantine or something.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's not going to break. It's just the
Mhm.
effects won't work. Yeah, no, anything's down. Like I said, if we can tie the bars where we can get like multiple people just pulling on one side while Brabant pulls on the other side to kind of try to stretch it out where he can fit through. That's I don't know. I have no other ideas. I only have rope and pitons really that's useful.
Well, I'm willing to try it.
All right. I will assist if possible. So we'll do some sort of elaborate pulling system using the ropes as using the other bars as pulleys, and we're going to try to get it so like I'm pulling on the same piece of rope as like Darius and Morgan, and on
So you're
one
going to
side
use
of the bar.
You're going to use the immovable rod like a block and the rope as like a block and pulley.
Yep, exactly.
Like,
And then
as like a fulcrum lever point
Yeah,
for extra torque.
like a block
Yeah.
and pulley sort of thing. Yeah.
yeah, and then so three of us are pulling on one side of the bars, and Brabant is pulling on the other side to try to open that oval for her to go through.
All right. Interesting. Everybody make athletics checks.
All right.
Oh man.
Best.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
going to say
time my-
if the average passes, then you do it. If not,
Athletics.
well, those that are involved anyway.
Yeah. 13 for Zod.
Damn, we all kind of got the same.
Square in the middle.
Do we get advantage? Because we're
Y'all
using
have a way
pulleys?
of giving each other like some sort of buff.
Yeah, I would say everybody make another roll. We'll say with advantage. So highest
Yeah,
one.
that makes sense.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, makes sense. So 20 with advantage. I don't know if they're showing up because I'm not logged into Roll20, but because I'm only on my phone.
18.
So 18 and 20.
13.
6. Bourbon is tired.
Tired. That's with advantage. Nice.
Well, you had advantage, so it would be your 14.
Yeah. You'll be
Oh, yeah. It would be my 14.
It takes you guys a little bit of time, another hour or so, but you're able to bend the bars enough to where all of you can now do something with the locks or reach through.
Well, I think we were just trying to free
Bourbon
Bourbon from the self-period.
Yeah,
bends the
we're
bars
just gonna
big
let her
enough. Bourbon, how big are you?
So, I mean, pretty big. Like,
Can we grease you with butter and slip you through or something?
does anybody have any?
I mean, how big are you? I mean, I know you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah, which I could take off if it would help me slide through.
How big are you naturally? What is your build naturally?
So I wrote down 6'8", 200 pounds. Like,
Oh, you're a skinny fucker.
I'm about to say
right,
that's
yeah, like,
fucking
I'm
bony.
tall, but I'm kinda...
Without the armor, I mean, if you were to strip down your skivvies, you could probably like, with a little bit of time and effort, get your way through the bars. But with your armor on, that is never gonna happen.
All right. I mean, if I feel like I can make it through it.
Running around with Slender Man.
Yeah, man. Shaq is 6'7" and 445, so you're one skinny.
What's your
He's
reach?
not way that much. No way.
You got
I just wrote it down randomly. There's like whatever's normal for like a big guy. I don't know. I've never been a big guy.
I'm gonna run with it. If you were to strip down to your skivvies, looking at the hole there, you could probably make your way through, but it's gonna take you a little time to get out of your armor and back into your armor. And I'm gonna go by what the rules is written. What's that? An hour?
I think it's 10 minutes.
What is
yeah,
rules?
that was
All right.
I think it's 10 minutes to take your armor off and put it back on.
Well, it's
Server
Verbani.
on boxers or briefs guy.
So you have 10 minutes off, 10 minutes
Vermon's a
back on.
loincloth guy for sure.
Commando.
Shaquille O'Neal's the heaviest player to ever play in the NBA.
What,
115 pounds.
Are you wearing heavy armor, Bourbon?
Yeah, it was heavy armor.
Yeah, then it's 10 minutes to take it
Alright,
off and put it back on.
So, well, I'm going to say 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on.
All right. So I shimmy through my skivvies.
Yeah, all of you are privy to all of that. There you go. We're bringing more romance into the campaign, right
Enjoy.
there. That's right. Everybody can see. Everybody can see
Very well.
Bourbon in his boxers, or if he's a commando guy, well then you know.
And then we're
Are
gonna
you like
little brief.
wait?
Little
Is
red
Bourbon
panties.
like
Little red panties.
Like Troy
is
Sivan.
Bourbon stacked?
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, what's your
Basically,
strength?
footprints with like a line in the middle of her legs. It's like a tail.
This is what Morgan's doing.
What is Morgan doing?
Pretending not to look.
Oh yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Ooga! Your eyes bulge out and your tongue like flaps over comically.
That's right. It's like, oh my god. Look at that.
Look on the collar.
Angelborn. They weren't kidding.
That's right.
Alright.
Yeah, so
good night.
you're able to
Thank you
get
all.
you're able to get through the door. What would you like to do? Standing there in your skivvies.
Was I able to go through the desk completely, or are there any like drawers I couldn't reach or anything?
There were drawers you couldn't reach, but opening the drawers, they're all empty.
Still nothing? Okay. I guess I'll slide my armor out and get redressed, and then
I'm gonna say you're not able to reach down to the floor to grab your armor from the other side of the door.
okay.
Use the rope to snap it to nab it.
Yeah, what do I have? Do I have all the rest of my stuff, like my pack?
No, you went through pretty much like dude, you're wearing nothing.
Okay.
Whatever undergarments you're wearing is all you've got on you right now.
Well, I guess the first thing I'll try to do is open this door over here. Just try it.
Walking to the door, it is locked, and since you can't read, there's words written in common, but you can't make them out. Not gonna let that cat out of the bag again.
There you go.
It has
Okay,
been
what
another
if we
hour.
What if we try? I have another movie for you. What if we do Pirates of the Caribbean 1? I take the desk and try to open up someone else's cell door by using the leverage.
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 I'm trying to remember that
Yeah, you're
scene.
free.
I don't remember that scene.
We should be able to figure something out now that you're out.
Bourbon knows how to do that, and yet he can't read. Okay.
I'm resourceful, not intelligent.
Okay.
A crow can use
I'm not able
They
to
can't read.
I'm not able to picture the scene. The scene's not coming to my brain. And I canceled my Disney Plus, so I can't look at the movie. I shouldn't say I canceled
Is your
my Disney
magic
Plus,
working?
Oh, is magic working outside of the cell?
No.
No, okay. So it's the
You
whole
can
thing.
see the runes on the floor. It seems to be one large pattern.
How deep is the water right now?
Destroy the runes.
In the cells, it's a couple inches deep.
Okay.
Not enough to.
floor
It's not going to
tiles.
drown anybody. It's just going to make them very uncomfortable to the point where they're not able to rest.
If I bend down to study the runes, what does it look like they're made of, or is there any way to alter them?
It seems like it's a part of the floor.
Okay.
I've got a dagger that you could use to tamper with the runes. Let's see. I've got.
I can fit my glaive through the bar's door. Like it's just bars. I can put my
Yeah, that's
slender
true.
glaive through to hand to you if you want to just start smashing the floor to try to break one room.
I do love smashing.
So does Zod.
I mean, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and we're not even gonna roll for it. You smash that thing down on the ground and it does nothing.
Oh God.
Hmm.
Outside of my cell, water's no longer dripping on me, right?
No, it is not.
Okay, that's nice.
But the temperature is a little chilly. The temperature
I just watched
of the
that
environment.
scene. That's genius.
Hey, Chris. When we come to a natural stopping point, could we take a quick break?
Yeah. I mean, we can do that right now.
Or you
I
can
mean,
do that deal break.
we'll
What's
go
going
ahead.
on?
We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute break or 10-minute break right now. We'll leave off with Bourbon has been beating. We'll say we're going to leave off with Bourbon beating on the floor to seemingly no effect. We'll come back in 10. We'll say 2:15. We'll say 2:15. We'll take 13 because that's always a lucky number.
Sure.
Chris Cole did share
Yeah,
this
he
scene.
just
There you go.
he just posted the scene. I know exactly what that was when I saw that. I'm gonna watch it right now on my break. See you guys in a few.
Okay.
Oh shit.